Hey everybody, it's Rhiannon. It's Tuesday, and this week's topic for Witches of the Moon is ancestors. I watched Eva's video this morning, and I really liked what she said about the difference between worshiping your ancestors and kind of paying respect to your ancestors. And when it comes to how I work with my ancestors, I don't worship them. I talk to them like she said, and I have an altar set up, and the altar is set up for three of the most important women in my life, and all three have passed on. All three of them, in some way or another, taught me a little bit about witchcraft, whether they knew it or not. I've said several times I believe my grandmother was a witch, and she just had no idea. And the same goes for my godmother, who is one of the one of the other three people on that altar. So what I do is, like I said, I do talk to them. I do spend time meditating with them in my thoughts, and listen for messages that way. I also decorate my altar. The altar that's for them, I will decorate for like Yule and a few other holidays that were especially important to them. I change out their candles according to things they like. Like my grandmother was a very big fan of Easter lilies, so around this time I will put an Easter lily candle or something lily in her votive, and I just kind of pay respect to them that way. It's almost like they have their own little correspondences to me. For Yule, each of them have an ornament on the tree. There are certain things around my house that represent them, and I just kind of keep them with me that way. I have done dream work with them, because the dream work is where I do my most my best meditation was when I'm unconscious, and so I've worked with them that way, gotten messages from them that way. But it's not, they're just a part of my everyday. And it started out that I built an altar before I even realized what I was building, because I just missed them so much. So I built that, and then when I realized what I had built, I started putting some life in it, incense or certain things that just mean that there's little trinkets up there that remind me of each of them. And I thought about whether or not I wanted to show you guys, but it's a very private altar. So when Eva made the mention in yesterday's video that it's more or less paying respect to, I was like, yeah, that's about right. I don't worship. They were my family, and they're a part of me. So I don't worship them. I just pay respect to them. And as she said, also, if you don't know who your ancestors are, when it comes to bloodline and things like that, it can be your past family members. If you've lost somebody that's close to you, to me, that's part of who you are. And to me, that's part of your ancestry, whether they're blood related or not. So, I'm sorry this is really short. It's been a pretty busy week, and I just did find a minute to record. So, I'd like to see how you celebrate your ancestors, and make sure to leave a comment below and tell me all about it. So until next week, I hope you guys are well. Blessed be.